in the next hour, brand new and first airing, and we were giving a little, you gave a little tease.
Here's the problem.
Our next item.
So like 2 months ago or so, you know, we heard about the design change. They had a symposium at Philadelphia at a big coin show, and brought in some of the biggest dealers. We were obviously at the table, and they were telling us about the design change. So we start, you know, putting away coins because we know we now have first and last.
Right.
Well, there was a lot of other people, you know, there was a dozen other people there, and everybody's been doing it. Very difficult to get. All of a sudden, the price on 86s have gone up, but I have a first and a last.
Yes! This is so cool.
1986 PCGS Mint State 69 Silver Eagle, 2020 PCGS Mint State 69 Silver Eagle. First and last we're gonna have here, once again, $159.95.
And there's 300, so
that's right.
that is it.
And that's it.
That's it. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I can't get any more.
I love being able to say that. We rarely get to say that here. So I mean, that's it. So only 300
I'll go out and
available.
try to buy more. But given the marketplace now, as me purchasing this coin, we're looking at probably 169, 179, 189, 199. I mean, you know, it could get absolutely crazy out there.
And by the way, Flex also at $39.99 today.
With coins as well. So what you have, so when I talk about the different grading companies, you know, there's 4 major grading companies. There's 3 that are the biggest grading companies. That's PCGS, NGC, and Annex. That ICG is one of the only. There's only 4 recognized grading companies. ICG is a little smaller, still very good company. But PCGS has been the one that many people viewed as a standard. I think they're all pretty equal to me. But to get the PCGS, to get that first year of issue, 1986 American Silver Eagle, Mint State 69. Now, I would have loved to have done this pair in Mint State 70. In PCGS, that's going to be, I'm going to be somewhere around $1,400 at retail for that. So we went with the Mint State 69 on this. The 86, extraordinarily difficult to get in Mint State 70 PCGS. And so that's $159, not each. That's for the pair.
The pair.
So basically, what, about 75, you know, 75, 80 bucks a piece is all you're going to pay. And you get the bookends. Now, in the past, I've never been able to do a first and last eagle, other than like by mint mark.
Well, they had, because it wasn't a last.
It wasn't a last. That's right. Now it's a last. This is it. This design.
That's so awesome.
I'll take which one. I want to leave that 2020 up. There you go.
So awesome.
That design, which was, as you can see, unchanged from 1986 to 2020. That design after this coin is going away, after the 2020. This design going away. So now you have the bookends. You have the first and the last. You have the first and the last that's going to be on this. I saw a PCGS Perfect 70 Mint State set the other day. I think it was about $65,000, somewhere right around there, or maybe it was $70,000 for the set. Well, you have the bookends, okay? You've got the bookends here for $159. So if you don't have the 75 grand to throw at that, you can see these are going very quickly. We've already got about 30 or 40 of these sold. That's the only quantity that I have at this price.
Okay.
So now you have those bookends, and we say you want to collect both. So that's what I'm able to. That's what I'm able to provide.
I think that's what's great about this too, right? I mean,
100%.
if you maybe were not able to have the original, but to be able to have the first and the last, and I will speak to everyone as you saw what's remaining, a little over 270. This is brand new, so this is the first airing of this, and that's what's great with these shows with Mike today. You're going to see a lot. Like I said, everything in this hour is new, exclusive, and limited quantity. But just the whole opportunity to know that the number that we have here is the number that we have, that we do not have anymore. If we even, in the possibility in the future, have them, they will not be $39.99 on any credit card, debit card, PayPal without any interest whatsoever.
And that's something that we are unique in the coin business. Yeah, nobody else in the coin business really gives 4 flexible payments.
Exactly, I mean, you're right.
It just doesn't have, let alone 30-day money-back guarantee. I mean, that certainly doesn't happen either. That's just not even a thing, is ultimately what it comes down to. So now you have the American Silver Eagle. By itself, the first issue right here, the 1986, very desirable, very collectible coin is what you've got with the 1986. But now I've paired it with the 2020, and it is now the bookends. Okay, this is now the bookend that you're going to have right there. So this is the complete series, the very first coin and the very last
Does that
coin.
add to the collectability
Oh, absolutely,
of it?
significantly. So when you take a look at that, you know, the Lincoln Cent, it'd be 1909, and then if you have the first and last of the Wheaters, 1909, 1958. Then in the Memorial, it'll be 1959, 2009. 50-year gaps is what they are. In the Roosevelt dime, we're still waiting for the end. In the Kennedy half dollar, we're still waiting for the second half of that right there. So now you have, like I said, this fantastic first and last with this. The very last time that they're completely redesigning this. Now, the obverse is also going to be redesigned.
Oh, is it?
Yes, absolutely. They're going to add some anti-counterfeit detections because the American Silver Eagle is so popular that it is heavily counterfeited around the world. Now, people are going, well, you can tell it's not silver. Oh, no, no. They give you the silver. The coin value of it exceeds the silver value. So what they're stealing from you with counterfeits is the numismatic value. They'll literally give you the ounce of silver. They're stealing the numismatic value, the coin value, the collectible value of that. And so the United States government, to combat that, is going to start doing this very special thing for counterfeit detection, much like they've done with our currency as well. They're starting to do that with the American Silver Eagle. So this is also the last time these obverses will be exactly like that. So in essence, you can view it as a complete redesign.
Yes, absolutely.
Very exciting.
Yes,
very exciting.
Incredibly exciting. And how many do we have left now, Rob? Because I know we started with about 300, so we have like 200 left. So again, 200 lucky people. But again, the excite part of having that additional collectability of having the first and the last. That's what I think is incredible about this today. And the fact that we're bringing it to you, as we said, here at HSN, we love having the FlexPay payment. But once again, if you are a collector, or, you know, I love this to be the day. You were talking about going into the new year here at HSN. New year, your way. Try something different, right? Start a collect. I mean, coin collecting is one of the most popular collectible hobbies, hands down, in the entire world. And when you have the chance to be part of our family here at HSN and get coins like this and have this kind of experience that only a handful of people can have, that is exciting.
Well, you have to understand, if you're out there collecting, and coin collecting is a multi-billion-dollar industry, okay? But there is a lot of scurrious folk out there in the coin world, let's put it that way. If you're out there buying coins on, let's say, the internet, good luck to you. I mean, it's the Wild West out there.
I mean, there's no way.
Oh, if you want to be a coin cowboy, you knock yourself out.
How do you guarantee what you're getting?
But I can tell you, here at HSN, we've been doing this for 25 years. We've been selling coins. And the reason that we've done it for all this time is we give you quality coins at quality prices that are guaranteed authentic. So when I sell coins like this, I own this all the way through. The provenance of this is I get it from the mint, and it goes from the mint. We take care of it. We're going to take this and make it into a collectible for you, and then we pass it on to you. It is an unbroken chain for every collectible out there.
Mike, that is so important, and I'm so glad you said that. And by the way, you can see what we have left, 180. But you think about that, I think about that all the time. Everything that I'm shopping for online, how do you have the value? How do you know you're getting the real thing? Here, there are no questions. You wouldn't have been here for 25 years if not. So it's item number 701742. Stay right where you are. You can see how fast they are going. We'll definitely let you know when those are completely sold out. But we're going to move right on into another first